From the mud to the city. It's that points blank. Ride talk. Yeah. Came up tracking every dime. Stretching out a nickel just to buy time. Dreams in a notebook. Grease on my shirt. Staring at the ceiling light, make this work. Cold nights, no lights. Corner store diet. Taught me how to move smart. Learn to move quiet from the curb where they hustle for a quick flip. I was in the back breaking down on the ship. Little homies watching, so I had to get it straight. If I'm teaching wealth, I can't show them paper plates. Turn game into class, turn class into checks. Turn checks into peace, turn peace into net.
To the city, yeah. From the corner to the office, doing it all legit. He refused to quit. Turn the pain to a purpose, now you see what it is. From the mud to the city, oh, every scar, every loss, every lesson he flipped. He be motivated, inspiring, educating, inspiring, an experience like no other. This a personal anthem, you feel in your chest.
Tapped in with points blank, showed them how to stack slow. Showed them how to breathe when the price start to backstroke. Charts on the wall, got the vision all mapped. I'm the voice saying ho when they tempted just to snap. Used to stand on that corner, now I stand on the stage. Same heart, same hustle, just a different wage. I don't flex for the net, I invest for my kids. Teach them freedom ain't a slogan, it's the way that you live. Every video a seat at the table. We break bread, break limits, break out of these labels. If I did it from the dirt, you can rise from the floor. I'm the proof that your story still can turn
from the mud to the city, yeah. From the corner to the office, doing it all legit. He refused to quit. Turn the pain to a purpose, now you see what it is. From the mud to the city, oh, every scar, every loss, every lesson he flipped. He be motivating, inspiring, educating, inspiring, an experience like no other. This the personal anthem you feel in your chest. If you're tired of the same old cycle, if you're ready for a new survival.
All right, enough of that. It's time to get down to business, everybody. As you can see from the thumbnails, we're going to be talking about starting your investment journey with $5. I'm going to actually show you how to do it with $3. I just didn't like the way 3 sounded on the thumbnail. It didn't look right. I wanted to at least say 5, made me look kind of cheap up in this thing. So anyway, let me bring me up on here, see who we got in the house. What it do? Welcome to Investing with Rod. We are only broadcasting on Investing with Rod tonight. The last couple of lives we've done on Points Blank Experience and Investing with Rod, but I got to get back to where this is supposed to be. And to give y'all a little background, before I go any further, allow me to introduce myself. It's your host that sometimes does the most. It's your boy, Rod. And on this channel, we talk about stocks, we talk about crypto, we talk about exchange traded funds, but more importantly, I show you my journey on how I take small amounts of money and invest for my financial future. If that's something you're interested in, do your boy a favor, subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, share it out, tell your cousin, tell your homeboy, your homegirl, your friend, your coworker. I don't care who you tell, just tell somebody, not for the sake of sharing out, boy. We're at a time, we've been at a time, but it's more prevalent than ever where we need to be thinking about our finances. We need to really be thinking about it. I'm not talking about getting rich. $5, we ain't about to get rich, but I'm going to tell you the key to success with anything. I don't care if you're going to work out. I don't care if you're going back to school. I don't care if you're getting a GED, college, gardening. The key is starting. We can't complete until we start. And right now, tonight, we're going to be talking about starting. And I'm going to kill a couple of the myths that are out there that you need a lot of money to invest. I didn't put $5 on the thumbnail for clickbait. That's reality. And I'm kind of upset because I didn't invest my $1 today. Notice I said $1. And some people say, well, Rob, what does $1 do? Well, $1 times 30 days, and it's not really 30 days because you got to take into account the weekend. But on the weekend, I still put $1 in. That's $30. I multiply that times 12. Now I'm looking at $360. I don't have to know A plus B equal Y and all that algebra stuff, but I'm smart enough to know if I take a pebble and put it in a bucket and keep adding a pebble a day. Sooner or later, that bucket is going to fill up. Hopefully that didn't go over nobody's head. Let me see who we got in here. What's going on? Tara in the building. What's going on? What is going on? We got Cheryl's Bubbles in the house. Miss Cheryl's over there selling the soap, the body wash. I'm a huge fan of that. And let me see. We got Bayou in this thing. What's up, Bayou Sugar Garden? Thank you for being here. And we got my co-host. We got Just Asking for a Friend, who recently hit 10,000 subscribers on the channel. Well deserved. Great job. I ain't going to say much more because she's going to get me if I show too much shine. She's a very humble person, and I like that. What up, Tasharia? Tasharia, man, I heard you. I saw on a post, a share that you was over there working it out, man. I'm going to get up one more time at 6 o'clock, man. That's the only reason I don't catch it. What up, Chevy? 2 times says, good evening, everyone. All right, let me see who else. All right, so I'm at the end of the speaking. Now, before we get into this, because I can show y'all how to do this in probably 5 minutes to look impressive, but that's not what I'm here for. We're going to take our time. We're going to walk through it, but there's a couple things I want to talk about before we get started. First and foremost, never invest $1 you can't afford to lose. If you only have $1, then guess what? Save a quarter until you get to $1 to invest. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Robinhood. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you my Robinhood account, which I always use on this channel. But I'm going to tell you, you heard this before. I don't know, maybe at the spades table, the domino table. Maybe you heard it at the park. I don't know where you heard it, but scared money don't make money. Now, let me analyze that. Scared money don't mean your homeboy, your homegirl said, oh, you scared to invest and then you go take the rent money. That's not what we're saying. But if you want to invest and you've been wanting to learn how to invest, I'm showing you a free journey on what I'm doing. And I'm not keeping it just to what I've heard about or what the cool stock is or the cool investment or only talk about Bitcoin. I'm showing you the full spectrum. I recorded a video today on Cash App. It's going to be, the title is, Did You Know This About Cash App? I'm going to drop that video tomorrow. The reason I'm doing this live stream is I was invited to speak in front of a group a couple of days ago, Sunday. And there were a lot of questions. Now, we've kind of done something like this before, but I don't care if I have to do it 5 times or 25 times until people get it. I'm going to keep doing it because when I read about it and I read a book, I didn't learn all this stuff. And once I had to reread. And so that's what we have to do sometimes. What's going on? Life with One that just came in. I see you congratulating Miss Cheryl, congratulating Keisha. And Country Hustle, salute. What's up, my brother? How you doing? So the first thing I want to talk about, never invest $1 you can't afford to. So that's why I don't do the videos with 100 and 500 and 200, because I don't want people, we is me. We have a tendency when we see stuff and we get excited, we want to do what the next person's doing. Well, good. Do what I'm doing because I'm only going to show you $1, $2, or $3. And that's where we're going to keep it at, because to impress is to see more and more people get on the bandwagon of financial freedom and financial literacy. Notice how investing is not only the stock market. If you have a cookie jar, like in the old days, if you have money under the mattress, you're saving. Saving is part of investing. But one of the things that's missing is financial literacy. And what do I mean by that? The terms we hear, because when you get around these people, they try to sound all cool and stuff, and that's fine and dandy. But one of the words I'm going to use tonight, and it's rather long, but it's called diversification. Being diverse. When you hear diverse, if you move into a diverse neighborhood, it's a bunch of different kind of people there, a bunch of different ethnic backgrounds. Same thing with stocks. When they said diversify, you want to have different investments. That could be oil. Did I say a stock? That could be gold. That could be silver. It could be some land. That's diversification. So when one thing go down, you still got, I don't know no other way to put it. Let's just say you got 5 people holding up something that take 5 people. If all 5, or you only got 1 person holding up this thing and that person get tired and let go, it's going to drop. But if you got 5 and 4 to 5 are still there and 1 fall off, you still have your thing being held up. So I'm going to break this down to the lowest molecule. How are we going to do this with $5? Well, First of all, Robinhood, which I'm going to be sharing, it only takes $1. There is no minimum. There is no fee. I'm not going to come over here and tell you how to make money and teach you how to spend it at the same time. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to show you how to minimize your costs and maximize your opportunities. Do I need to say that again? We're here to minimize costs and maximize opportunities. I ain't gonna go try to find an account that's gonna cost more than we can invest. We only got $5. So this is free. You can invest $1 at a time. And don't be ashamed. That's another rule. Before I even pull into this stuff, don't be getting caught up with the Joneses. I don't want to tell them how much I invested because I only invested $2. First of all, it ain't none of their business. The only reason I talk about in my investments is I'm doing this channel and I don't talk about them all. I don't. It's no reason to. If you ever wanted to be the CEO, congratulations. You are the CEO of you or you and your family. Your family could be your siblings. It could be your baby cousins. It could be your spouse. But if you don't do it, we already can see everything that's going on around us. It ain't going to happen for us. Let's look at that. It's not going to happen for us. So first thing I would do, we're going to start here. If you have PayPal, if you have a PayPal account, you have the option to start investing. I didn't even get to the stock part yet. I ain't even get to the ETFs and all that stuff. ETF is exchange traded fund. If you have PayPal, you can start investing. No gimmicks, no tricks, no hidden fees. And no, I don't work for them. I'm not affiliated. They ain't giving me nothing for this. But I know what you can do using this. You can get a PayPal savings account. If you have PayPal, you're going to have probably the cash account, whatever they call it. It's basically like a check. You get a little card. We're going to talk about that card. Yeah, I got my wallet right here. That's going to be one of these $5 that we're going to be spending. But we really ain't going to spend but $3. I just didn't like how it looked on the thumbnail. So you're going to have 2 left over if you want to get a Slurpee or something. So PayPal. You're going to get you already probably got an account. Most people do a Venmo or something. Now you can do this with Venmo, but we're going to focus on PayPal. I don't want to be all over the place. When you get your PayPal account, open up a PayPal savings account. Hey, what's up, Tanya? My other co-host in here got my hot 5. Hey, if y'all got something here y'all invested in, this ain't no beginners. This here for anybody and everybody. We talking about starting with $5, but people may learn something. So you get your PayPal account, then you open up for free. You ain't got to get no separate account. I think they're going to have you take a picture of your license. You ain't got to go drive nowhere and then upload it front and back. You have a PayPal savings account. This account will earn you 3.65%. It might be 3.35. It fluctuates between 3.35 and 3.65% interest in a savings account. Unheard of. Go to a brick and mortar, the major banks. I'm not going to call them out right now. And I guarantee you their savings account is 0.01. We're already ahead of the game because we're 3.35 or 3.65. When you get your little account, and I say little because I got one of these little accounts, and I don't believe in talking the talk. I like to walk the walk. It ain't got nothing on the front, so don't nobody freak out. There's my PayPal debit card right there. Not credit. They ain't checking your scores. It's a debit card. I don't use this to get money out the bank. I don't need it for that. But this card right here is the second part of your investing, but it ain't gonna cost you one of them $5 you got. You're gonna get to hold on. Now you only need one, but since we got 5 and you only need 3, let's go $5 challenge. What's up, YouTube experiment? I seen you just came in the crib. Thank you for being here. With this card, I get 5%, and so can you, 5% cash back. And I'm gonna tell you the beauty of this. 5% cash back at grocery stores, gas stations, restaurants, online shopping. I'm not going any further than that. The big 3, what I call the big 3 is groceries, gas, or eating out. All that other, whatever the other one, I don't even remember the other one I said because I online shopping. I'm not shopping right now. It's too much going on for me to be shopping. I'm saving. So I use mine for grocery stores. For every $20 I spend, I'm getting $1 back because it's 5% cash back. Or if I spend $10, I'm getting 50 cents back. But the cool part, For me, walking out the grocery store and walking to my car, by the time I sit down in my car and start the car and look at my phone and press the PayPal app, the money, the rewards is already there. You think I'm kidding? Just asking for a friend has one as well. So now we got a 3.65% savings account. We're earning 5% cash back on groceries. You can only pick one now, and it switch every 30 days. So if you like groceries this month, you say, I'm going to be driving. I have a conference next month. I'm going to be driving, switch it to gas. And now I got to double check this because sometimes it's gas and sometimes it's gas stations. And if it's gas stations, that's everything in there. Fritos, Doritos, Cheetos, whatever. So now we got the 5%. Okay. So you don't use your Robinhood Gold at all to either more into points. I have Robinhood Gold. We might talk about that. I'm going to go see what we got up here. Yes, I love it. Keisha says she does have it because I get cash back on my groceries. That's someone right there, Coast, and Keisha, this is not scripted. She had no idea what I was going to talk about. So now we're going to pull up Robinhood. So you got your savings account. You got to get your PayPal cash account, free, no minimum. I'm going to go a step further. So y'all see, I ain't playing. I don't use this account to keep money in there. I really don't. And I try to be transparent. Don't y'all be judging me now. Let me make sure don't say nothing. Other than you broke. No. Y'all, this is all I have in my PayPal right now. Y'all see that? $2.65. They don't charge me because I got $2, and I don't care. They don't know me and I don't know them. And I ain't getting judged, and I don't care if I am. Because at the end of the day, here's a motto I have, man. I'm going to try not to curse with this motto because I created it in the Navy. You know, I cursed like a sailor back then. If you don't sign my checks or pay my bills, I'm not too concerned about you judging me. That's just me. So $2 there. Now we're gonna pull up Robinhood. Let me go on and do that there. We're gonna pull this Robinhood because now we got to spend these other $3, this other $2. Share my screen so y'all gonna get a chance. Now, before I pull this up, don't y'all be talking about, oh man, don't get caught up in the amount because really, well, I'm explaining when I pull it up. But when I explain how this was achieved, y'all might say, wow. All right, there's my Robinhood account. Let me take this out. What up, Leader Shay? See, you just came in. Cash App just started me with one. All right. That's what I'm going to be talking. Country Hustle. Stay tuned for my video I'm dropping tomorrow. That's what I did the video on right there, what you're talking about. He just let the cat out the bag. 1.5% is still good. I like his Country Hustle is thinking like we need to think, y'all. Hold up, man. Let me put me back up here. Rod just talked about 3.35. Country Hustle said Cash App just started 1.5. Still good. Because he knows it's more than. Do anybody look at their regular bank statement and see how much interest you earn every month? I know I don't because it don't never be over a penny. What's the point? Maybe when they had penny candy, but I'm going to invest in the charging station. I might get a few of the stations myself. I'm gonna tell you something. If that's you, Timmy, boy, I thought I was ahead of the game, y'all. We're gonna get back into that, Robert. I thought I was ahead of the game. Your boy went to what's that place? IKEA one day. And I parked in the veteran spot, which was right up front, and right by it was some charging stations. I said, that's a good investment. Looked at the name, Charge Point. Went in the store, came back. I bought some stock right out there in the parking lot with Robinhood. Got me about $3 worth, man. I was a big baller. For real, $3. I think I lost about $2.90 of it. Let me keep watching for you, Timmy, before you put your money into it. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a good idea, but I would slow down right now. I wouldn't do it just yet. So let me pull this back up. All right, when y'all look at this, man, you see individual account. This is an actual account. This ain't no stock simulator, but don't get caught up on the $2,000 because this was done. The most I probably ever put in this account was $20 at a time before I started this channel. Don't look at I made $10 today. $10 today. But I don't get caught up in that. I look at 0.49%, but I can't look at the overall because I buy and sell crypto. Over here is what you see the investments. I'm gonna scroll up a little bit. We ain't about to go over all this. But what I am gonna do is go over some of the stuff right now. I'm gonna look back in these comments. I want to see who y'all. I'm gonna have to do roll call real quick. I'm gonna do roll call real quick. Now I ain't gonna call your name. So I see one content creator. I see two content creators, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12. All right, we're gonna say 15 content creators in the house right now. What up, Cisco? How you doing, man? Welcome in, welcome in. This still Tanya. Tanya, you're at what? Okay, so it's Tanya. Tanya, hold off on that then. Tanya and Timmy, y'all a unit. Hold on. All right. So let me get back over here. Reason I counted the content creators is because right now, and I'm about to show you, I'm going to show you the proof in the pudding. If you're not invested in Alphabet, which is the parent company of Google, who we get paid by as content creators on this platform, you're doing yourself a disservice. That's the one stock. That's probably the only stock I'm going to talk about what I'm investing in, and I'm going to probably make an investment. What up, Meet and I? Hey, Meet and I, man. I had y'all that shirt on, the one that said the M and the I, but it wasn't fitting, man. I think I'd have gained some weight, man. I've been eating too many popcorn. Hey, thank you for being here, Cisco. Buckle up, baby. You are now entering the learning zone, but we have fun too. All right, so if you're not invested in Google, Google is the #1 search engine in the world, followed by #2, YouTube, which we're all a part of. Now, I'm going to tell y'all Rod's way of thinking and y'all use your way of thinking. When I first got on the platform and I looked at the monetization before I got monetized, it seemed to be a little noise going around. I get this percentage and they get that percentage. And I said, wow. And there wasn't a lot of happy people. So I said, how can I, being a guy I am that do a lot of thinking, how can I recuperate some of what they're taking from me? I'm going to become a part of the party, baby. I'm my own part of the company. So I bought me some Google. Now we're going to get in here. We're going to look at Google right now. We ain't going to waste a lot of time. All right. So when I do this, when I do my videos, it's two ways. Now, this is where you got to either watch the videos or you got to start reading and researching on your own, because you can type Google and get lucky with Google. But the parent company of Google, ladies and gentlemen, is Alphabet. It's not Google. Watch this here. Here it is right here. Now, the reason I say you get lucky, Rod ain't got time to be typing no Alphabet and Popcorn Johnny and Now and Laters. I know the symbols. Why? When I first learned, there was no internet. All they had was newspapers. I'm going to put me back on the screen to say this because we don't understand where we are right now. When I first learned this, there were only newspapers. And a dude that looked like me didn't care about this section. And then when I decided to care about it and I opened up the newspaper at this section, it had a bunch of symbols that I didn't understand. Nobody I knew in my neighborhood could tell me what those symbols meant. But it was one place, not a person, where I could learn, and that was the library. I don't even know if they have libraries anymore. The real ones. I ain't talking about the ones like the President Library. But I'm going to go ahead and type the symbol, Googl. That's why I say you get lucky. When I don't even have to hit enter. There it is. But if you didn't know that was Alphabet, you'd be like, man, I don't see no Google. Google what? Google who? And I'm going to put this back on the screen. They're spinning right now. There it is. All right. So this here would freak the average person out. Hold up. I'm gonna tell y'all something in case you ain't never looked at this. This is an actual stock that I own. This is Alphabet, Class A. Class is only the voting rights. You want Class A, they do have Class C. It's a couple things that somebody might look at this and say, I'm out. They ain't even finished. I'm out. I see this don't even look good. Don't nothing on this here match. I'm gonna say Rod is a retired person on fixed income. Or Rod is a college student that want to invest but don't have a lot of money. This don't look right to me. First of all, it's $345 a share. Well, what this fool talking about? This fool said we're gonna invest $5. How we gonna get some Google? we're going to get what they call fractional shares. The way I teach on this channel, this is an entire pie: sweet potato, pecan, I don't know, lemon ice box. Oh, they call it lemon meringue, but where I'm from, they call it ice box because it was an ice box. I couldn't stand it. But anyway, we're going to get a slice. We're going to get us a $1 slice. Now, in real life, that'll probably just be some crust, maybe a little filling, but it ain't going to be a lot. We're not worried about this because what did I say at the beginning of this? We can't get to a generational wealth. We can't get the financial freedom. We can get some financial literacy. That'll be good with everything, but we can't get the financial freedom until we start. So we're going to start with a $1 slice of this big old $345 pie. The next thing that would alarm me, man, hold up, this look like it's losing money. I ain't smart. Red is bad. Green is good. Green mean you're making money. Red mean you're losing money. The average person was like, no, man, I ain't messing. That's why I'm doing this live, because some people might see this and freak out. Well, I'm going to tell you my motto. When it's red in the street, it's time for Rod to eat. This right now, Google is on sale. Now, if I see red once I come over here, y'all, let me try to go up a little bit. Y'all, well, I'm going to come down. Y'all see this here, year to date, 3 months. Now, if I'm way over here and it's red, I'm going to get a little concerned. But one day, I know the night of tomorrow before it starts, before the market open at 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific, and 7:30 Mountain. I don't care where I am. I know what time it's starting and I know what time it's finished. Why? Because I'm the CEO of Rod. I got to know about my business. I got to know. I'm going to tell y'all another thing, another little whatever analogy or whatever, a little game I play with myself, but it's the truth. So right now, this lost money today. So I was going to put me back on the screen, but I don't have to do that because I can't see. I'm just looking at this. I don't see StreamYard right now. Every one of my dollars has a job. Each dollar that I have is employed by, I'm the CEO of Rod, where the company Rod got a bunch of little employees in the form of dollars that work for it. When I'm asleep, they're at work. When I'm awake, they're at work. When I'm live, they're at work. Regardless. And those little dollars have a job. They're recruiters. And their job is to go out and recruit money to bring back to the corporation. And that's reality. My dollars work to make more dollars to bring back to the corporation. Now we got more employees, but they still gonna work their ass off. Excuse my language in advance. In 2023, I was let go of a job after 12 years. But because of this mentality and some of the things you're gonna hear me say in this live stream, I haven't worked since the day I was let go. It's not a flex, it's reality. But preservation, preparation equals prosperity. It's actually 3 pieces: patience, perseverance. I forgot whatever I just said, but it's going to equal prosperity. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. So let's get over here. I don't care what it made in the week. I don't care what it's made in the month, because I know Google's not going anywhere. They haven't gone anywhere. And why do I know that? I'm going to scroll down here. They've been around since 2015. This particular company here, 11, Alphabet, has been around. So let's go back up here. I'm going to go back and we're going to go over all that. Now, I will go 3 months. What has it done in the last quarter? Rod getting a little concerned right now. But see, Rod already knew this, and Rod was taking advantage of this. Why? Because I believe. A person that don't believe, don't buy a company you don't believe in, man. If you invest in, believe it or not, and I haven't had a toy since I don't know when, but I'm invested in Hasbro, the toy company, because there's a whole lot of little, I almost said something. It's a whole lot of little kids out there, and they playing with something. All right, year to date. That's why I didn't trip. 3 months is what's this? August, July, June. Summertime. Stocks, man, they get a little finicky. I know that because I do this a lot. But I'm down 10%. I'm not too happy about this, so I better see one hell of a comeback going this to the right down here. Let me go up a little bit more. I don't want to get those numbers. So I'm up 10%. So in reality, I'm still up from January to August, up 10%. this is past performance. This, I mean, this is good. This kind of let me know what it did. But look at this, y'all. The company that content creators work for, I'm gonna put this in perspective. Matter of fact, let me blow this up for the people in the bushes. For every $100 that you invested in Google a year ago, you were given 67 on top of the 100 that you put in. 67%. A year ago, this was roughly what, $160. Now it's $345. I believe in the company, not because of not. Where's the competition? There is none. They tried it with Bing or something like that over in Marks. It didn't work. I never used it. I ain't trusted. I finally trusted Google. 5 years, long term. Let me make this big again. Y'all, this is a company we know, and we use every day. Matter of fact, it's part of conversation. Hey, how you get to the moon? I don't know. Google it. That's everyday terminology, everyday language. Let me look over here and see if we got any questions. Everyday language. And it's up 150% in the last 5 years. A whole lot happened in the last 5 years. So that's all cool. Let me see who I need to speak to real quick, and then we're gonna get in here because I want to show y'all something. Cisco, thank you again. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so, man. Also hit the thumbs up. Please share it out. I will send you another one. Oh, okay. Hey, no, hey, all right, you can do that too. I just need to get in the gym, man. I'm over here making videos, eating popcorn, and watching YouTube. All right. Keisha let me know they still have libraries. All right, we got 18 real homies in the crib. I want to thank y'all. You could have been anywhere, but you're here kicking it with your boy Rod. All right, let's jump back over here. All right, let me get over here. 150% last 5 years. But this is past tense. What are my employees? What have my dollars been doing for real? Now we're going to scroll down. Before I scroll down, this account is for the sake of this channel. This is not the only account I have. The major accounts is Fidelity, JP Morgan Chase, which JP Morgan Wealth Management, which is Chase, Charles Schwab, and Merrill Edge. Each of those are accounts that I have. Diversity. If one of them decide they want to trip out on your boy, I got other ones to go to. So what you see here is a reality of what's everywhere else. Market value, I have $83, but imagine how long it took me to put $2 at a time to get to 83. I got almost a quarter of a share. Now this here, you're going to see this in Robinhood. I'm going to just put this in everyday terms. Your average cost, what you paid for it is $257.60, but I can sell it for $345. I don't even have to look at all this. I can go right here and know my average cost, and I already know I'm up. But here's what you need to look at. All that red and green and Christmas colors I just showed y'all, I don't care about this. This is all I care about. I'm up 34.23% since I've had Google, and I've had Google since I had a job. I think I've had Google since 2016, 17, something like that. Every $100 I invested, they're going to give me $34. I take that all day. All right, so we're going to go down. I keep making this big a little. We're going to see. We all know what Google is, but I'm going to show y'all some of this stuff right here. I'm going to make it big again. I know y'all itching to get to the investing. We're going to do that, but you got to know this here, man. I'm not putting my money nowhere I don't know where it's going. Let me look at some here. I'm not texting anything. I just want to look up, verify this dividend. I already know it should be 24 cents per share. Just bear with me. And I'm going to break some of this stuff because y'all going to see this stuff and you're going to wonder what it's talking about, but you ain't going to be wondering no more because all you got to do is go back and watch the replay of this. I'm going to go over all, I ain't going over all of this stuff, but a lot of it. All right. So Google pays a dividend. We're going to start here. Dividend yield. I don't try to calculate that. You can actually go on your phone in Robinhood and see what they pay. It won't show it on the computer. Why? I don't know. 22 cents per share. So for every $345 I got, they're going to give me a whopping 22 cents per share. But it's all going to keep compounding. All right, that's just so y'all know that. Let's get over here. Market capitalization, market cap. The cool people call it market cap, just like it's on the screen. That's how much the company is worth. Google ain't talking about no M's. I got M's in my bank account or whatever. Hold up real quick. I ain't going to play with this cup tonight. I usually try to drink out that little section, but all right, you got M for million, B for billion. This is worth $4.24 trillion, this company. If you want to hear what the news is saying, we're not going over all this. If you want to see that, it's all on Robinhood. This cracked me up right here. But let me make it a little smaller. I look at it. It cracked me up, but I still look at it. 71 analysts out of 71 people, 90% saying buy. Even though it's $345 per share, buy. Again, we are on Robinhood. No minimum to open an account. $1 minimum to invest. We're going to buy some Google here in a second. If you open an account, make sure things you will need is your obviously your name, your social. It takes less than 5 minutes to do it. I can't do it because I already have one. I have referral links. I'm not even handing out referral links for that. I just want y'all to get started. All right. 9.9% saying, hold on to what you got. I don't know, but it's only 71 people. It's 346 or 364 million people in the country. So 71, I ain't going to put all my eggs on what they thinking, but nobody's saying get rid of it. 0% saying sell it. All right, so we're going to get us some Google, y'all. You can put however many, but you got to at least have $2 more. So $5. I would go ahead and put 3 in my savings account, in my PayPal savings. We're going to put 1 right here, but I'm going to show y'all this. Let me pull this back up so y'all can kind of see. Buy Google. Now, don't let that fool you because I still got on 5 years. Make sure you're over here on a date because it's going to turn red. It's going to let you know whether it's up or down right here. Buy Google. It's red. Make sure, yeah, it's still good there. Buy in dollars. I can change this to shares, but if I change the share, I got to have a whole $345. So we keep it at dollars. Amount, I have right here $24 in my account to spend. And y'all have no idea how much fun I can have with $24. Gonna come right here. I'm gonna buy $1, put in 1 right there. I'm gonna click this. You don't have to. You can just come down here and click anywhere. It's telling me I'm gonna get 0.002 of a share. Make this a little bigger and try to slide that over. All right. When I hit this, it's going to give me basically a summary. You should read it when you first start because make sure it's not going to glitch. But just in case, I'm placing an order to buy approximately $1 of Google based on the latest market price of $345.88. Yep, that's what the price they got right here. Slide my butt back over here. You'll receive approximately 0.002. All right. Come on down here, press buy, and I'm going to go to the left and show you something. Once we click buy, show you a couple of things. We're going to click done. 24 went to $23. Slide over here. Scroll up a little bit. Upcoming activity. Tomorrow morning. I'm so important that my $1 is queued up. I did it on April 25th. It's queued when the market opened and then they make the purchase. This will go up probably $1, depending on what the market is doing. And my share is going to go from 0.24 to 0.26. We have to stop thinking like customers and start thinking like owners. Anybody see that news? I think it was pretty fake that Shaq had bought the Lakers. That's one of my goals, not to buy the Lakers, but ownership. All my life, I've heard my ancestors talk about ownership. And whether it's homes or your car, your, I don't know, property. But we got to own something. And for $1, I just bought something and became an owner. It was a time when people that looked like me couldn't do that. Then it was a time they could, but they didn't know how. They had reasons. Now, if we don't do it, we have excuses. That's $1. Some of us, and I've been there, y'all. Everything I talk about, I've experienced. Some of us may not have $1. Save a dime. Save a dime until you get to $1. Save a quarter. If you don't have $1, I guarantee you can cut back on something, and get $1 to get your life started in your financial freedom. One of the best feelings I have in the world is not staying up all night, waking up when I wanna. When I was working on the classroom with Just Asking for a Friend, Keisha, she used to get in my butt because I would sleep late. And now I get up at a decent time and I get so much more done. But the ownership, me waking up and being free to go and come and but just like when you own land, they're not going to kick you off what you own. When you own your financial future, your financial freedom, no one is going to take that away from you. You can give it away. You can go ball out of control. You can keep up with the Joneses, buy the Mercedes, buy the house you know you can't afford, buy the jewelry you don't never wear, get the shoes and the suits and you only wear it on Easter. Ain't no sense in doing all that. What's up, Lisa? I see you just came in the building. Thank you for being here. Ownership, man. Now we're going to go to our next investment. So we got us a stock. Now remember I talked about diversification. This is going to get you as close. It's other ways, but notice I typed in the symbol VOO, and I'm going to show you once I click it. That is the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. Y'all do need to remember this if you're a new investor. Vanguard, one of the top investment firms out there, Standard & Poor's, which is S&P 500 exchange traded fund. One thing over here, I'm not trying to sound cool. I can shoot out all the acronyms, the symbols, but if my viewers don't understand, I'm not doing it. Now, when we get to a level and everybody understands it, we'll do it. It's easier for me to say VOO or VOO. Here's a symbol right here, VOO. Now, this pie is more expensive than Google, but it's worth it. $702 per share. We can use that same old dollar. I'm going to come over here. Now, it was up today, 0.31%. I'm not worried about today, but is it on sale? I'm still going to buy some because I don't try to time the market. I may invest more if I see it red, but I do what they call dollar cost average. I invest same amount of money on regular intervals. It could be once a week. It could be once every 2 weeks, once a month, every payday, whatever you choose is your date to invest your $1 or your $100. Stick to it. Don't come up with 800 reasons why you can't invest this month. Just like your boy come up with 800 reasons he can't go to the gym when it's less than 5 minutes from my crib. Or I come up with reasons I ain't cooking nothing because there's a Chick-fil-A and all kind of restaurants around me. Stick to your guns, man. So let's see what this has been doing. Now, before I do that, this 500 is very important. This is the top 500 companies in the U.S. stock market. S&P 500. It's going to probably be about 508 companies because just like Google has two classes, Class A, Class C, Berkshire Hathaway, Class A, Class B. One company, but it's two different stocks, so it's going to be more than five, about 508. So let's look at 3 months. Remember, I don't do the 1 week in 1 month. I'm not going to flip the money that quick. Last 3 months, so 1.84%. I could have, if y'all been paying attention, I could have left my money in PayPal and got 3 point some percent. So I ain't excited about that. But this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. What has it done year to date? Now we're talking. Remember, Google year to date, now that was 1 year for Google. Google, I think, it was 9%. This is up 11%. We got 500 companies now got ownership in. We just went from 1 to really going to be about 509, but we're just going to say 501 and keep it simple. We went from 1 company a couple of minutes ago with Google to now we about to have $1. It sounds crazy, but it's true. Spread amongst 500 companies. 11%. This is past performance. In the last year, it's up 18%. It's not as high as Google. But if Google, something happened, I still got another 499 companies to play with because Google is part of this as well. You're going to see it when I show y'all some 5 years. Look at that, man. That's beautiful. If I went to a museum, an art museum, they could have every Picasso and whoever else on the wall. If I saw this, I would focus on this property. This is a beautiful picture. To know that I had the discipline when I had many obstacles in front of me, like the mall, Amazon, the hat store, I forgot what is this? MLB.com, NCAA.com, go buy a bunch of hats. The watch stores, but no, I had to do this. I wanted to invest. Market value is $60. I paid $581 average. It's currently $700, $581, $700. I ain't got to be no rocket scientist. I bought it at $580. I could sell it at $700. I made money. I don't look at this every day. I don't have to. Now, since this has been going, I've had this for a while, but since it's been going max, look at this, y'all. How long has this been around? 2010, 16 years. Go put your money in a savings account and leave it, well, if you can, leave it there for 16 years and go back and see how much you got. Look at this, man. So let me see if I can add this up real quick. 3, that's about 103. So 600, yeah, 1. So in 2010, this was $103 a share. And for every 100 I put in it, they're going to give me 599 on top of my 100. That's how you got to look at it, y'all. This is not that complicated. All right, we got past this. Let me make sure there's no questions in here. Oh, man, good question. I see that question down there. Let me jump in here. 23 real homies in the crib. Thank y'all for being here. Hey, what's up, Grounded Life Garden? Thank you for being here. I'm here just a little late from work. Thank you. Hey, no, I'm glad you're here. You could always catch the replay. Hey, what's up, Fanny? I see you in the building. My sister, Fanny, I got to catch up. I was just saying the other day, I ain't talked to you in I don't know how long, man. You had your grandkids and got busy, and I don't blame you. I understand. Do you chase bank sign-up bonuses and reinvest them into stocks and ETFs? No, I don't. What do you mean? What this question means, there are banks out there. There are banks that, there's some of these back there. I think Capital One, the last one I saw, Capital One Bank. If you have at least $400 or $500 direct deposited into an account, you can get like a $200, $300, $400 bonus. I've never done that because I like to keep my bank. I have several accounts, but my main account is usually one bank. I should, though. Now you got me tripping, man. Hold up, y'all. Let me put that in my... See, now I'm going to tell you something else. When y'all come to these, you need to have an old school spot with this guy on. Oh, just a bunch of numbers. Matter of fact, look at that. Y'all see that? Investment stuff. Expense ratio. I mean, I ain't do this here for this show. So let me put this here. Chasing a dream now. Chasing, I ain't going to put that. I am, but I shouldn't. I wouldn't recommend doing this though, y'all. This is a little advanced, unless you are advanced. All right. So now we're going to get back in this S&P 500 thing here. Thanks to the 28 people. Oh yeah, I ain't tell you the other part of it, y'all. I keep me a number 2 pencil. I ain't too happy with the lead, but y'all see it number 2, man, because I might make mistakes. I got to erase it and everything. But I think I got some. That don't see. I get sidetracked, man. All right, let me get it here. They give a 1099 at the end of the year, but so in order to get is it a 1099 INT? Yeah, well, just a 1099 because I like how he put that $200-300 they giving you is earned income. It's income. They gave you some money and you got it, and now you got to pay taxes on it. That's a good point. Thank you, YouTube Experiment. All right, let me get back over here. So we're going back to this S&P 500. We're going to go down here a little bit. Not as good as Google, but I play a little game, y'all. I got some experience in the hood, so you might hear me say on my video, the Dub Club. Anything over 20% return on my money is in the Dub Club, and then I had a Quarter Horse Club. Do I know what's in what club? No, I had too many stocks. If it fall below this, do I freak out? No, but it is on the chopping blocks. But look here. Oh, it went up 518 companies now. Inception, if you ever see inception date, this was started September 7, 2010. This, I don't usually get caught up in the sectors: technology, financial services, communication, consumer, healthcare, industrials, defensive, energy, real estate, utility. Basically everything in the country is in here. I want to see this. What am I going to be owning? Well, I'm owning the top 500 companies. But this is key, y'all. Out of 518 companies, 10 of these companies make up 37% of the total assets. What's the total assets of this here? 1.69 trillion. They're banking on these 10 companies, 37% of that. So what's in here? NVIDIA, the top chip maker for AI. Like it or love it, I don't care. Apple's in here. Do not get mad at your money. I got a whole lot of stocks that I probably don't like or don't use. If they making money, it makes sense. I ain't got to use it. So don't get caught up in I'm team Android and I'm team Apple. I don't see Android nowhere on here. I don't see no Motorola on here. I don't see no Samsung. Microsoft. You go into any major company right now, they're going to be running some Microsoft operating system. It used to be Windows. I don't know what it is now. It might have a whole different name. You might be mad at them, but Amazon is in here. This is how much percent: 7.55, 7.04, 5.36. Alphabet, there go that Google. So if one of the top ETFs or exchange traded fund, think of exchange traded fund as a house and it got 518 people, or in a building, one building, you ain't got to keep up with all these different stocks. You just got to keep up with one and let Vanguard do the work for you. And we are going to talk about expense ratio when I go down a little bit. You're going to pay Vanguard to manage this, but the cost to me is minimal. Broadcom, this is why you see 518. You got Class A, Class C. Anybody been on Facebook and Instagram today? Or maybe got a call from WhatsApp? Meta Platforms, they own that. This stuff we use it every day. If you did any thumbnails, you probably use some from NVIDIA. You might not have used Apple. You might not have used Microsoft. You might not have used Amazon, but somebody did. And I'm going to tell y'all my motto in a minute. JP Morgan Chase, that's the top bank in the country. Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett recently retired, one of the smartest men when it came to investing. His company rounds out number 10. This expense, first of all, it does pay a yield. Let me look at my phone. Just so y'all know, the only time I use my computer to make investments is when I'm doing a video. Other than that, it's on the phone, and I'm usually on the fly. Meaning I might be at the grocery store. I might be on aisle 12. I might be ordering a milkshake. I might be getting a double cheeseburger, just wherever I get the feeling. I'm like, who saw that? Was that Michael Jackson? I got the feeling. $1.96 per share every quarter. They just paid one in June. So July, August, September, they'll be paying one in October. So one of my goals is I want a check coming in every week. And I think I'm probably there. Is it a lot of money? Now, a check on top of my checks. I retired from the military. That's a check. I work. I'm a content creator. I don't say money. I call it either revenue or capital. I started saying that, and I have a degree in business with a minor in finance, but I stopped saying money when I realized that my whole life, the people I was raised around never valued money. But the people that had wealth, they value capital. Companies look at their income and money as revenue. You go to your YouTube account and it says revenue. It doesn't say how much money you're getting. It says your revenue. I'm going to say this 1,000 times. You are the CEO of you. We got to think like owners. We got to think like entities. We have to think like companies, because every one of us in here, you're a brand, whether you want to be or not. So moving on, worth 1.69 trillion, expense ratio. So basically, that's what I got to pay Vanguard. And I'm going to my calculator real quick. I'm going to say $1,000. Let's keep it simple. We're not going to do 10,000. 0.03 equal. So I got to pay $3 for every $1,000 I have invested. I don't care. I'm up 20%. I'm not worried about 0.03%. And that's how I look at it. When I was in school, it all makes sense why I didn't care about A plus B equals C. Or I wasn't going to be a carpenter, so I didn't care about no geometry, but I did care about percentages, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. See what the analysts won't be on the ETF. So you're not going to see that 70%. That's only on individual stocks. So right now, I would take my other dollar. Remember, you got 5. You put 3 into your savings at PayPal to earn 3.35 or 3.65% interest every month. You're going to get your PayPal debit card, which is free with your PayPal cash account. You're going to get 5% wherever you go, groceries, restaurants, gas station. And what do I do with that 5% I get back at PayPal? Anybody want to guess what I do with that 5% I get back? Spyman. What is oh man. I'm sorry, I did all that and y'all couldn't even see that. Man, thank you, Lisa. Boy, I did. Oh my God. I'm gonna do a quick one, real quick. All right, y'all. I hate when I do that. All right, so let me do this here real quick. Here's your companies. Top 10: NVIDIA, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, which is Google, Broadcom, Meta, which is your Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, JP Morgan Chase, which is your Chase Banks, Berkshire Hathaway. Assets under management, $1.69 trillion. This does pay $1.96 dividend, which is its 30-day yield. Your expense ratio is 0.03 for this fund. Not bad for this fund. Not bad for any fund. 0.03. I looked at one other day and I was paying point something at a Wisdom Tree, I think. And I didn't like that. So sorry about that. Thank you, Lisa, for pointing that out. This is when I said the sectors, basically all those sectors are covered. 37% technology, 12% financial, and it keeps going down. Communication, consumer, healthcare, industrials, consumer defensive, energy, real estate, utilities, basic materials. So 518 companies. Inception date 2010, been around coming up on 16 years. And max, I think I showed you, y'all saw that. I think I'm caught up that quick. That's why I said this could be short, but I like to be thorough. Sorry about that. And this is VOO. Yes, it's VOO. And invest. Hey, Lisa. All right. She said, what fun are you looking at, Spy Master? No, VOO. My bad. Hey, thank you, Lisa. Thank you. So we are looking at VOO, which is the ticker symbol for the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF. All right, so I'm going to go ahead because we promised this little $5 investing. We did our PayPal. We did our Google, just so y'all would have an individual stock if you want to say you own one. Remember, I'm going to go back to one day because I want to see this. Still green. up today, down overnight, but it's still up more than it is down overnight, so it's still green. I'm gonna buy. It defaults to buy. Buy if I wanted to sell some, I go over here, but instead I'm gonna stay with buy. It's gonna say buy order. We could buy in shares, but you would need, if you put it to shares, you at least need $702.37 to. If I do this here, it's gonna take the dollars away. Then I have to put the number of shares, and it'll tell me $702. How many shares do I plan on getting there? I don't have enough. I only have $23 right here. I'm gonna go back to dollars. Put the $1 there. It's already highlighted. I ain't going to even put it. So there it is. I'm gonna get 0.001, even less of investment, but you're in the game. You're in the game. Review the order. It's gonna give me a summary here. Basically, what I just did, $1, $702.36, $702.36, gonna get 0.001412 a share. That's right here. It's just a summary. Instead of looking here, all the way over here, it's all right here. Click buy, click done. I'm gonna see upcoming activity right here, and it's gonna purchase that tomorrow morning. We just took $5, ladies and gentlemen. $3, open up a savings account with PayPal, or like Country Hustle mentioned, I will be dropping a video tomorrow with other options. Also, we did $1 with Google, just to say we have an individual stock, and we did $1 of something that's extremely diversified in the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, or what you saw Lisa put in the comments, the ticker symbol VOO. Rarely do you hear a person that's been doing this a while or a content creator. All right, I like this here. Hey, that got my attention though, Lisa. When I saw Spy Master, I said, what is that? And then I kept going down to see what you were talking about, and then I saw about the screen. So, hey, all right, so SPYM, let's look. SPYM is better than VOO. All right, so let me break this down for the people that are here. This comment right here. So I'm gonna go with 2 comments. Lisa wanted to know if I was looking at SPYM. YouTube Experiment is saying, is SPYM better than VOO? What in the heck are they talking about? They're talking about the Invesco S&P 500, or actually, I think that's Spider. Let me pull it up. That way we ain't speculating. So I'm going to type it right here, SPYM. Yeah, Spider S&P 500. Same thing. But look at the price. It's $89.99. Now I need to go back real quick. Well, now I'll go back in a minute because I'm gonna see. I'm gonna look at this. Actually, y'all give me. Let's go back to VOO. I just need to jot something down real quick. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna explain to y'all what I'm jotting down. I ain't just going. When I spoke to this group the other night, I think I did this. I may have done this in my last live. So we're gonna pull VOO back up, the Vanguard one. I'm just gonna go the last year. I'm not doing it all. It's up 18.63%. Am I showing my screen? Lisa got me paranoid now. Let me take this off the screen so y'all can see everything. So year to date, I'm looking right here. 1 year, 18.63%. And this is probably how. Now I tell you, I have both, and I'll tell you why I have both. 1 year, then we're gonna do 5, then we're gonna do reality. All right, so 5 years, VOO is sitting at 71.65%. So I'm basically doing a comparison, and the reality of me owning this, 20.83%. So now I'm gonna go to what they just asked about. We're gonna go to SPYM. But I need y'all to look at something real quick before I do that. You're not going to memorize these, but we're just going to look at the top 4. NVIDIA, Apple, Microsoft, top 5? Amazon and Google. NVIDIA, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google. I'm going to come over here to the one that they're asking about, SPYM. I'm going to tell you why I do like SPYM if I was a new investor. Psychological reasons. It's $89.94 a share. The Spider, a reputable company, S&P 500 ETF, sound like the same thing to me. I'm up 3%, but I recently just added this back. So I'm not going to go by this little what I really notice. I only got $7. I just started back playing with this. As a matter of fact, I think I did that when YouTube Experiment asked me another time. So let's see what it's done in the last year. Now, this is all past performance. Man, pretty close. SPYM. And I'm going to read these off when I jot this down real quick. 18.70. 5 year, 71.92. I can't go by reality, but I'm not gonna even do max. So how long has this Spider been around? Vanguard been around since 2010. If I'm not mistaken, Spider been around longer, like 2005. Yep. So this one that nobody talks about as much as they do VOO. Everybody in the world talking about VOO, VOO, Vanguard, but this one's actually been around a bit longer. And we're gonna look at these top 5 companies. Boy, don't they look just alike? NVIDIA, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google. They're basically in the same. It don't change till they get to these last 2. Micron and Tesla instead of Berkshire Hathaway and JP Morgan. Only 2 differences right here. So let me read off the results to y'all. In the last 1 year, this is past performance. I would have to have this open up at the same time to look at a current comparison. VOO is 18.63% return on my investment. SPYM, or this one, is up 18.7. SPYM made slightly more. VOO, the one that everybody talk about in the last 5 years, is up 71.65%. SPY, or SPYM, the Spider one, the one that's on the screen, up 71.92% in the last 5 years. Well, y'all make your choice which one you want. Do you want VOO or do you want SPYM? One other thing I want to look at, and I think Lisa would always tell me, Rod, what about expense ratio? The expense ratio is even cheaper. 0.02 instead of 0.03. So right now, everybody in here really need to think. You're not going to go wrong either way, but as YouTube Experiment just gave everyone another. If you've ever watched the PBT videos up until now, what's my favorite word? Options. And YouTube Experiment, you've been watching me a while. You probably heard me say that. Now we have another option. We can go the one that everybody's talking about, VOO, $700 a share. Reason I said this is psychological, it take me $700 to get 1 share of VOO. By the time I do that, I have over 7 shares of SPYM. I'm sorry, but I'm going to put my dollar over here too. So I guess I'd have to come up with $6. Now I'm getting 0.01 of a share. This is I have $22 to spend. It's going to go to 21. Review the order. Come down here, scroll up a little bit, click buy. Click done. Make sure Robinhood ain't messing with my money. There it is, queued up for tomorrow morning. That may happen. Someone could, but don't notice what, hey, YouTube Experiment asked me a simple question. Now, if y'all, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to go right here. Expense ratio is slightly better in SPYM, 0.2 versus 0.03. Lisa give me 2 thumbs up. Yeah, they are Chevy 2-time, very comparable. Right here, very comparable. Lisa says she's team VOO and FXAIX. I'm going to tell y'all right now, seriously. If you want to be motivated, go over to Lisa's channel. Lisa, not right now, when this live is over. Look at her FXAIX videos and look at her VTI videos. If you are not motivated, I don't know what to tell you. I like what FR Humphrey just put. And I'm going to go back to my VOO. Because I like that comment. We said it earlier, but I do want to say it again. When you watch my videos, I always said, this is the past. I want to see what's happening in reality. So let me go back here. Lisa says she discovered SPYM later in life. Past performance. This is what I want to pull up. It is not indicative of future results. Notice I got VOO back up here. In the last 5 years, it's up 71%. I probably didn't have VOO in 5 years ago. Past years up 18.68%. This is the past, but my reality, I'm up 20%. Right here. I'm going to show y'all something that I did, because now a lot of times when everybody else is panicking about what's going on around us, I told you I'm looking at show y'all how to minimize spending money and maximize situations. I'm not going to call this one an opportunity. I'm going to call it a situation. Expense ratio is the cost of management. Can you explain it one more time? Yes. So let me go back down here. And hey, y'all, I have no problem. That's why I'm here. If y'all have a question, I love it. Thank you, Chevy 2 times. So right now, the expense ratio, did I go past it? Yeah, I went past. Maybe I didn't. Hold up. Where that thing at? Should be right there. It is. Expense ratio is 0.03. So I take whatever you have. We're going to sell 100. Well, I ain't going to do 100. We're going to sell $1,000 times 0.03% equals 0.03. It's $3. 0.03, not 3%, 0.03. I think I messed that up. 0.03. 0.03% is $3 for every $1,000. So you're paying them $3 for every $1,000 you have invested. You take $3 and you have a lot of money invested over a lot of years, that can get expensive. Especially, this is not high at all. This is low. But as this number start to creep up, sometimes it'll be maxed by, there'll be a smoke screen. You get all these dividends, but the expense ratio is high. Man, we give $2 dividend every month, but the expense ratio could be high. So you have to watch that. That's a great question. No, I do not have a Discord. I do not. I have one, not a Discord. I actually have a Patreon, but I'm not going to kind of restart until I get memberships on this channel, because I kind of probably want to run them simultaneous. I might need to think about it. Oh, let me put that on my list, though. Let me put that on in my spiral notebook. This is why I keep a notebook and pencil or a pen around, because ideas pop up all the time. And if I don't have this, I'll put it in my phone. Discord. Anybody got, how long we been on here? Yep, hour and 13 minutes. We're not going to be on here much longer, but I want to talk about one thing and just show y'all how I think like an owner. This is probably not something you hear about a lot. I'm going to pull up two stocks, just stocks. I'm not going to go ETFs, but I just want y'all to see something. A couple years ago, when I first got on YouTube, everyone was stuck in the house. There was a certain sector, the transportation, the travel sector was down. No one could travel. No one was flying, really. I remember taking a first class flight from Dallas to Little Rock for an hour, flying in first class, so I didn't have to sit next to anyone because of what was going on. No one was cruising. When that happened, I looked at the cost of this company right here, RCL, Royal Caribbean Group. Didn't do too good today. I'm going to go to a year, It's down in the past year. I'm going to go to 5 years because if I calculate that, so we're going to go back to when did that happen? Probably about 5 years ago. Somewhere around in here, maybe a little earlier. I saw the writing on the wall. I didn't need no degree or nothing. If you got a business, as long as they, no pun intended, stayed afloat, when people could go back outside, they couldn't do nothing but make money. I made out. But this is the past 5 years. Now, I may have moved it around, but I know in my Fidelity account and my JP Morgan, it's since I accumulated, it hadn't been touched. So I'm really, what is this? Up 221 in this account, paid 162, up to 292 is $130. Look at what I'm up. I don't even care. Oh, Lord have mercy. I didn't want to do that. I gotta go back. Hopefully, yeah, it probably show y'all. There it is. Put that back in here. Up 79.69%. $41. I don't care what this is. I care what this is because I have a mirror in all my other accounts. Not the little stocks I'm playing with, but the major ones. Let's see what the people are saying about them now. Now, dividend, they do pay a pretty good dividend, 1.71%. Market cap, $78 billion. It's not going to be an expense ratio because it's not an ETF. You're just an owner of the company. They're still saying 63% saying buy, 36% saying hold. This is only 30 analysts, but nobody's saying sell it. Well, didn't take Rod to be a rocket scientist and say, well, let me get a little hotel action while I'm going with this. This is probably the hotel chain I stay in the least, but I didn't care. It was the best opportunity. That's Hilton. I also have investments in Hyatt and Marriott. Why? Because I have a whole credit card channel where I stay at these hotels. Maybe we'll get some money where I'm staying for free with points in my house. 5 years, up 168%. My reality, so FR or whoever, I think it was FR that said that past indications, but now I'm looking at reality. When you think like an owner, consumers, this is just me. We all have to be careful. Consumers panic. Owners that believe in what they own, we don't trip. But it goes back to that first thing I said when I first started this. Never invest $1 that you can't afford to lose. I'm going to talk about a couple more things we're going to raise up. FOMO, fear of missing out. Chasing pipe dreams. Fear of missing out. Chasing pipe dream. Everybody at your job's talking about the next AI stock. It's going to be the big one. Oh, man, you got to get some. First of all, you have a fear of missing out or FOMO, and you're listening to the noise. You listen to the people. Do what I just did. I'm going to look at that company. I'm going to see what it's doing. Then I'm going to make a move. Am I going to pounce like a tiger, or am I going to sit back and chill in the cut? Maybe like I don't know what else. What the lions be getting, the wildebeest or something. I'm going to be in the cut. But I am prepared for when the oil prices and then the gas went up. I did a video on oil, how to become a person of oil. I saw today gold. Gold went up today. Let's look in here. I'm gonna show y'all something then, just to show y'all. SPDR Gold Trust. Basically, you own gold. You just don't have to keep it in your house. And this is your proof. It's $427, a fraction of what an ounce of gold really is. You get a share in this gold trust. Last 5 years, it's up 153%. My reality. I don't put a lot in here because I have physical gold, physical silver. Diversification, man. Why did I get all this stuff? Because I like the idea of being financially free. It didn't feel good when I was told, or the way I interpreted my services were no longer required at a company. That was one of the worst feelings, probably in the top 5 that I ever experienced. Marriott is building a hotel next to my home airport, so I was thinking of investing in it. Let's look at them. Let's look at. Oh, let me get a look. Let me get a squig. Y'all know I'm a little country sometimes. If you're in here, you have a question, don't be afraid to ask. Somebody may have the same question. Notice, now we can spell it out. This time, I don't have to spell it all the way out because the ticker symbol for Marriott is MAR. Am I sharing my screen? Nope. Let me share the screen here. Let me pull this down here. So we're looking at Marriott. MAR, I'm typing it now. MAR is the ticker symbol for Marriott. But you got to come down to stocks. But you can spell it out if you don't know the symbol. Spell it out. Let's see what Marriott's been doing. Everything was down today. Red in the street. It's time for Rod to eat. It's like a sale at the mall. Year to date, what has Marriott been doing? I'll take 15% earn on my money. I ain't stayed at Marriott all year. I don't care. For all the people that stand there, keep on going, baby. I'm an owner. I think like an owner. In the past year, it's up 31%. Past 5 years, up 170%. This is Marriott International. My reality. This is all past performance. I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm not perfect, but I rarely miss. This is reality. You see $3 here, but keep in mind Fidelity, JP Morgan Wealth Management, Schwab, SoFi, what's the one at Bank of America? Merrill Edge, and Robinhood, Webull. These are all accounts that, not the Webull and all those, they really don't have, but the big ones I named, what you see here is over there, and these percentages mirror each other. This is for the sake of this channel. If you believe in something, I'm going to go back to this comment right here. Chevy 2-time. Thinking of investing in them. When you start thinking, start researching. Because you're going to come up with 1 or 2 conclusions. I am or I'm not. But don't just think of it. Start researching. Don't just jump on the car. Rod said it was cool. I'm showing you my journey on how I take small amounts of money and invest for Rod's future. I can tell you a company right now, you hear about them, you see it all the time, everybody wearing it, and then Nike. I wouldn't invest in Nike for nothing. As a matter of fact, this and then I do this, I'm getting out of here for real. I'm curious because boy, they burned me a while back, man. Boy. So I could spell it out, and I am this time, but it's NKE is a ticker symbol, but I'm gonna go ahead and spell it out just in case I didn't know that. There it is, NKE. All right. Probably made money today. Oh, no, it's just like everything else. So I'm going to walk this one down real quick. 3 months is down 11%. Year to date, Nike is down 38%. I'm already done. That's why I ain't messing with them. Don't look and assume. Research. Last year, what has it been doing? Well, it look like Nike ain't doing too good. Half of my money, let me make this big for the people in the back. If I own Nike right now, I told y'all I ain't even have to go in here. I ain't looked at Nike in over a year. Half of my money will be gone if I invested in Nike. Just because everybody got them on and they spending their last dollar to get the latest Jordans, don't mean the company. 5 years, man, it better be green in 5 years. Look at that, dog. Ladies, I'm sorry. I'm act like I'm talking to one of my homeboys. I'm in a state of shock. Can you imagine owning Nike and having putting all the money because all you ever wore was Nike and you wanted some Nike and you ain't never go back and research it and you ready to retire and you find out your money is down 76%? Couldn't fathom the thought. I haven't looked at it over a year, but that's why I don't mess with companies just because I hear about it. I'm done with that part. We're gonna put me back on the screen. And ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do a quick recap. $5. Pull this up real quick. How to start your investment journey with $5. We put $3 in a PayPal cash account. Then we open up a savings account. Same app. One app, two different account numbers, same place. No minimum, free to open. We get three. Matter of fact, I'm tired of speculating. Let me just look it up real quick. Matter of fact, I'll look right here. Yeah, bear with me. Keep everything at the fingertips, man. Actually, I'm getting 3.30% interest on my PayPal savings. So let me, I didn't explain it. Let me tell y'all what I do with the money I get at the grocery store. I take the 5%. Some days I'll do $1 since they don't cost me nothing to transfer it over. Sometimes I wait till I get to 2. I may wait till I get to 5. I put it in my Webull account. All from getting groceries. And I think let me tell you, I don't want to lie to y'all. Let me see what's in here. And that's my travel account. So when I'm ready to travel, I ain't got to sit up and wonder and wish and hope and pray and all that good stuff. Because I'm already prepared. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And since I'm a transparent man, think I'm kidding? Let me see. That's what's in my travel account, $743 from a free debit card, 5% at the grocery store, taking my money, being disciplined. I don't care about no mall, no lollipops and Starbucks and all that. I'm putting it over here, and then I'm going to kick it when I travel. And that's $1 or $2 at a time. That's what I do with this. So we open up our savings, but I got mine for travel. Right now, we're trying to get people to invest. We put $1 in Google, and we put $1 in the S&P 500 exchange traded fund. We invested $5. We're now owners of Google plus 15 other companies, because Google is in VOO, which is the Vanguard S&P 500. We ready to roll, man. If you don't have any money invested right now, high yield savings account, 401k at your job, Roth IRA, individual brokerage account, which is what Robinhood is. I'm not going to say you're doing yourself a disservice and all that. You can start today. Let's start there. You can start today. You can set it up tonight, read about it tonight. You may not even set it up. At a minimum, the PayPal is free, man. If you're not sure about these stocks and all that good stuff, yes, I'm invested in crypto. Yes, I have Bitcoin. Yes, I have Ethereum, XRP. I don't know how many stocks and ETFs I've been trimming them down, but my goal is I can take an individual, and if they pull this little thing here, if they pull their wallet out and spend any money in the journey throughout their day, your boy gonna make some money off of it. I don't own PayPal stock, but I do own MasterCard, and this is a MasterCard. We have to think like owners. With that being said, last call for questions. We're gonna get ready to get out of here. Anybody have any questions? Any questions? And I can tell you, I don't know if Lisa's still in here. I don't know if YouTube Experiment's still in here. And I just saw Keisha comment. When you own and you have investments, I don't care where you started, $1 or 1,000. It's a great feeling when you see accumulation. I did a video, not long ago, maybe a video, probably about 6 months ago, a year, whatever. I'll probably do another one. Be your own bank. I'm the CEO of Rod. I'm the bank of Rod. And the only time that I only have one debit card in here that I use for. I bet you every card in here got a purpose. I'm just going to show y'all real quick. Charles Schwab. I'm going to school y'all on some knowledge. This is going to be added footage, extra bonus. Get you a Charles Schwab checking account. You don't have to invest with them. Get one of these things. Why? Wherever I use this debit card, this ain't no credit card. Wherever I use this debit card worldwide, Charles Schwab will reimburse me the fees of the ATM machine. $3.95, $5.95, I don't care. I will transfer the money over in case I need cash when I travel to this account. I'm just gonna show y'all, man. And I ain't pulling out no credit cards. They're in here, but who cares? Y'all probably never heard of this bank. And it's cool because it's a metal, y'all gonna hear it. It's a metal debit card. Bass Bank. Now I could get some interest, I think like 3%. But guess what I get with this? My money that's sitting in this savings account, I get American Airlines miles. So when I travel, I ain't paying nothing, or I'm paying a fraction of the cost. I tell you, boy, this Rod Corporation ain't no joke. And I'm gonna tell you why it's no joke. Contrary to belief, nothing was given to me. My parents took care of me up until I was 18. But from adult to what you see right now, I had to earn it. I cried about life. I complained about life. I probably overcame more than the average 2 or 3 people. Okay, live everyone at work still listen. Okay. Lisa says she's here working and listen. Thank you. Lisa will probably drop a video tonight. Some of the people in this country that look and are successful, it wasn't given to them. They had to go out and get it. We had to go out and get it, man. With that being said, man, I don't see any more comments. I'm gonna get ready to raise up. It has been fun kicking it with y'all for the last 1 hour and 32 minutes. Remember, you are the CEO of you. Never invest $1 you can't afford to lose. You cue this stuff up here, and you'll see every song, and I said I'm starting to say this more, every song that I play, the one I came in on, From the Mud to the City, is a story about my life. A rural town in Arkansas to moving to California. And I can say military, automotive industry, I'm a self-made man. Everything that I have, I had to work for it. So it's hard to tell me some story about you got to get it out the mud, you got to grind, because that's life. That being said, let me see what we got in here. Okay, you haven't got, oh man. Hey, Lisa, you got a Discord over there? Uh-oh. Hey, no problem. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for your time. Oh, no, you probably talking about the other Discord. Y'all go check out Lisa J Stocks, man. She's pushing up on 10,000 subs. Congratulations to Keisha, just asking for a friend, for hitting 10,000 subs yesterday. I'm telling you, man. Hey, Nichols, I see y'all just came in. Thank you for being here. But remember, man, when you see the Rods and the Lisa J Stocks and the other finance content creators up here, we're not up here to brag or boast. We're showing y'all that it's possible. It's possible for everybody. Much love, y'all. Let me see. We're going to get out of here. And if you didn't catch the actual live, catch the replay. And that's what I was saying. Every song that you hear, listen to the words when I go out of here. I don't just write songs like I'm trying to make a top 40 hit. I don't care about that. I want to make something that people can get something out of. With that being said, hope you have a blessed and prosperous evening. I will be coming at you soon, dropping more heat, fire, knowledge. I will be dropping a video tomorrow showing you my journey on how to take small investments and invest for my financial future. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider doing so. Hit that like button, share this out, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, co-worker, family member. Matter of fact, tell somebody you don't like, because if they're busy watching me, they ain't got time to be messing with you. And the last thing I'll say, shoot for the moon.
I'm sure we all can talk about it.
Till the next time, much love, y'all. Peace.
Do y'all mind if I talk about it? Layoffs, AI, downsizing, inflation. Pay close attention, and you'll be ready for every situation. Bring it down for a sec. Investing with Ride. Points Blank Network. Y'all know what time it is. Let's get paid. Yeah. Layoffs hit the block real hard. Cars on the table, folks rethinking yards. AI in the room, coding fast. One click now, whole teams won't last. Downsizing on the door, gotta move with grace. Can't panic when the ground don't stay in place. Inflation at the store, watch that cart fill up. Every little dollar gotta level up. So I'm looking both ways, keeping my head clear. If the world shake again, I'm still standing here. I'm learning how to build when the pressure gets loud. Got my money on point and my family proud. Let's get paid. Let's get paid. Turn that pressure into gold. Let's get paid. Invest in stocks, retirement, generational wealth. Let's get paid. I'm building mine for the long haul. Let's get paid. Put a little on the side, let it sit and grow. Slow money wins when the tall winds blow. Read the fine print, keep your eyes awake. Every move you make can change your fate. Ain't about chasing shiny things that fade. It's about roots in the dirt and the plans you made. From the paycheck rise to the legacy lane. Turn today's grind into tomorrow's gain. So I'm looking both ways, keeping my head clear. If the world shake again, I'm still standing here. I'm learning how to build when the pressure gets loud. Got my money on point and my family proud. Let's get paid. Let's get paid. Yeah. Turn that pressure into gold. Let's get paid. Invest in stocks, retirement, generational wealth. Let's get paid. I'm building mine for the long haul. Let's get paid. Yeah. When the bills get heavy and the room feel tight, I don't fold, I don't freeze, I just plan my life one by one, brick by brick. Watch that future rise. What you save today can change your tomorrow twice. Let's get paid. Turn that pressure into gold. Let's get paid. Invest in stocks, retirement, generational wealth. Let's get paid. I'm building mine for the long haul. Let's get paid.
It's time. It's 8:05. No time for faking and shaking. No sugar on the truth. I stand on what I say, then I bring you the proof. Folks get tender now, but that ain't my fault. I can't come at y'all soft. I only spit real talk. I learned a long road, I learned the pain. If I say it once, I can say it again. I don't flinch, I don't fold. When the questions come, I let the facts walk in and let the doubt run. Real talk will rock. He coming hard. Real talk will rock. He don't miss the mark. Chess on the board. Checkmate. He studied the game with a mission in his chest. Never good at checkers, but he mastered the rest. Bishops and knights cutting clean through the night. Every move so precise, like a blade in the light. Don't stand and wait, that'll leave you behind. Move like you mean it, keep your feet in line. I learned the long road, I learned the pain. If I say it once, I can say it again. I don't flinch, I don't fold. When the questions come, I let the facts walk in and let the doubt run. Real talk with Rod.